Number 6, not paying attention to promotions. As I said in number 5, casinos love slot machine players, and to get them to return, they're always offering them promotions. For example, certain days they might multiply your points by 2 times, 3 times, up to 10 times. Sometimes they have tournaments. Sometimes they give away gifts if you reach a certain number of points. All kinds of things. So if you must play slot machines, check your mail, because I guarantee you the casino's going to be sending you stuff if you use your player card, and play when it benefits you the most, whether it be a multiplier day, a gift day, some kind of a slot machine tournament. The rule of thumb is that you don't want to be playing if you're not getting rewarded for it somehow. Always make them lure you to come back and entice you with something extra to come in and play. Number 7, playing a progressive machine when the jackpot is low. A lot of slot machines are progressive. That means that they have some kind of a jackpot that keeps accumulating as players play, and then when it gets hit, it resets to a lower number. So if you're the type of player who likes to play progressives, you should know the range of that progressive meter. When is it low? When is it high? And only play it when it's high. The higher it is, the better your odds. This is especially true of games that have what are called mystery progressives that are guaranteed to hit by a certain point. And there they tell you right on the machine when it's guaranteed to hit by. On those, you only want to play if it's close to the point where it must be hit by. If it's the kind of progressive that can keep going up forever, then you should just know from experience how high it tends to be at on average, and only play it when it's, say, double that amount. So again, if you're going to play progressive games, understand when the machines are riper, or I shouldn't use the word ripe, but when the odds are better because the jackpot is bigger. That doesn't necessarily mean it's more likely to hit, but at least you'll win more money if it does hit. Number 8 is over-tipping on jackpots. If you get a jackpot of $1,200 or more, it's going to necessitate what's called a W-2G form or a tax form, and they're going to give you a hand pay. There's nothing you can do about that. It's the law that sometimes a hand pay is necessitated. So, how much should you tip in these situations? And I just know that no matter what I say, people are going to disagree with me on it in the comments. But my rule of thumb is that a good amount to tip is 0.5% to 2%. You should tip on the higher percentage, like 2%, if it's a small jackpot like $1,200 or a little bit more. And if it's a really big one like $10,000 or $20,000, then you can go down to 0.5%. I'm sure that some people tip more, some people tip less, but you're already giving the casino very valuable action for playing that game. So you don't need to give them even more money by tipping. You're already doing them the favor. You're going to look cheap if you don't tip anything. So nevertheless, some people do that. Just don't over-tip. Keep it in moderation. Number 9, leaving a machine in a high state. What I mean by that is certain slot machines, often referred to players as banking machines, and in the industry they might call them a variable state machine, is a type of game where the player, as he plays, he, shall we say, accumulates points or credits or something into a meter. And when the meter gets to a certain point, the player is guaranteed a certain prize or to play out a bonus. So the way it might appear to the player is earning slices of a pie or stamps in a coupon book or coins in a piggy bank. Whatever the case may be, once the player has put in enough of whatever into the meter, he'll be rewarded somehow. So the mistake players make is contributing coins or slices into the meter and then leaving it when it's almost ready to be hit. So if you play a game that has this kind of a rule, keep playing it until you hit the feature and then walk away when it's low. And a good advantage play, by the way, is to do the opposite, is to roam around the casino floor knowing which are the banking machines and when they're, shall we say, ripe to be hit because the meter is so high, and then only playing in those situations. So again, if you're going to play a machine like that, make sure that you keep playing it until you hit the feature and then walk away when the meter is low. Number 10, and this one is simple, leaving credits or money in the machine. It happens all the time. Las Vegas is full of trolls that wander around casinos looking for abandoned machines with credits in them. Don't be the one that does that. Whenever you walk away from the machine, make sure you hit that cash out button. And especially if you just hit a jackpot, it can be easy to forget after the cashier pays you your jackpot to walk away from the machine thinking, oh, this is a good time to hit and run. Make sure you cash out first your credits that are still left in the machine. I'll admit I made that mistake once. So again, never leave money in the machine. So that concludes my top 10 list of mistakes that slot machine players make. Again, I'm Mike Shackleford. For much more information about slot machines or any casino game, please visit my website, wizardofodds.com. And if you started with this video, please see part 1 that goes over the top 5 mistakes.